Welcome to today's video as a recording of this Wednesday, August 14th, 2024. You know what? Today marks the official day of a Dreamsicle. I think we're gonna have to get one. It's been forever. You know, the first thing that came in my mind was the old Tampa Bay Buccaneers jerseys. You know, I kind of like that. You know, going back retro. We were thrift shopping yesterday. I'm gonna kind of carry on another retro idea. Got a great place for us to stop at and get that Dreamsicle. Or I should say Creamsicle. I keep getting that name wrong all day. I've been calling it a Dreamsicle. It's a Creamsicle. Today is the official National Day of Creamsicle. Why am I zooming in on Guitar Center? I just found out literally yesterday that John Stamos plays for the Beach Boys. Probably take a lot of heat for that. And actually, talking retro, back in the day, when they killed Superman, 1992, this mall over here was called Loman's Plaza. They changed the name, it's just called the Plaza, but there was a comic book store right here. My dad took me and my two stepbrothers here at the time to get the issue. Now, it was like the second or third printing. It didn't have the black cover over the front, but Loman's Plaza had a comic book store right here, one of the first actual comic book stores I ever went to, besides picking them up at, like, you know, gas stations or pharmacy type Tobin drug type stores. But yeah, it was right here. It's too bad, you know, things don't last. Other comic book stores have come and gone. This one was the first. I remember the whole time driving out here going, I can't believe they killed off Superman. And the plan wasn't that they were going to kill him off for good. It was just to sell comics. Like, that's when we learned about marketing. Sales were down. What do? You kill off Superman. Then you bring him back and you sell the comics all over again. Kind of like Half Price Books. A retro, nostalgic store. Records and magazines and a lot more. A lot of collectibles here. We buy movies, we buy music, we buy books. There's toys here, there's video games. And I always like to, you know, stop by here, check it out. Kind of keep that whole retro theme going, because we found a lot of good stuff at the thrift store yesterday. See what we find at Half Price Books. I always beeline, so from the front entrance right over here, I come right to this area, and they always have some good stuff. Look at these Nintendo Power magazines. Batman Returns, I mean, going back to 92, holy cow. I remember how disappointed I was when we found out there was no Robin. The Westworld, I remember my dad telling me back in the day, you know, I remember HBO kind of doing the newer series. This was pretty scary, you know, back in the, when was this, the 60s, 70s? Funko Pop here, we got the Skrull, we have Hawkeye. Now this is right up my alley. Classic Batman with Robin, the Boy Wonder. Just love this. I mean, you can tell where they got the idea, Batman 66 from. I'm trying to get away from this glare. Look at the Hulk up here. I haven't seen this before. See, some stuff is brand new. Hats for cats. Look at that. One Putt, the ultimate guide to perfect putting. Just give it a tap, tap-a-roo. Best movies of the 80s, Super Buy at $3, along with Elton John, Rocket Man, Inside the World of the Movie, $5, Casablanca, $2. Oh, look at that. Con! Bunch of old records and magazines over here, and I just saw the Riddler. Funny thing is I have, this was here the last time we were here. Somebody just decided to put it over here. It was on the opposite end where there's going to be some more action figures. Working my way over there. But I actually have this very figure still in the box. They're asking $8.99. Batman Forever, Val Kilmer, Chris O'Donnell, Alicia Silverstone, right? Am I getting that right?
Get there one day.
She was in that, wasn't she? Yeah. Was that Alicia? Or am I thinking of Batman and Robin? Sportsman of the Year, Brett Favre, 2007 season. So I have this magazine. I actually put it in a frame. This was his last year with the Green Bay Packers. They went 13-3. fell short in the NFC Championship game. Next year goes to the Jets, and then I still can't get over that. He played for the Vikings. One of my favorite Tom Hanks movie. Try to make sure that it doesn't fall out so you can see all those VHS cassette tapes. Tom Hanks Big. Just a classic movie. One of my absolute favorites. Collateral Damage with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I remember seeing this in the theater. I was so fired up on my way home. it just got me going. Like, yeah, he took care of business in this one. Time Cop. Yeah, we're going to the movies so much. You know, when I got my driver's license, and then, you know, after the movies, we'd play arcades. Like the theater I went to always had the 90s arcades, and they're always different. You know, Revolution X and Lethal Enforcers, and, you know, playing everything. Cocktail, going back to John Stamos. Kokomo. I think that's when he started playing with the Beach Boys. So Kokomo, which the theme song in Cocktail, another great movie. Believe it, I never saw this entire movie. I started and I just never finished it, and then, you know, I never go back to it. They have a ton of solo books here, $5.99 originally, or the list price $14.99. So kind of a deal on solo. Maybe I should just read the book. The Marvel Multiverse role-playing game, $29.99. These are great, like, coffee table books. I do have the DC Encyclopedia. Always fun to just kind of scroll through those. I need a Marvel one. Of course, I do need a coffee table too, Battleship. Or the game of Risk, Star Wars themed. Get Vader. Vader. Now this might actually be a Trivial Pursuit game I could succeed at. You know, you think you know something, but I guess I do a lot better in this than on Lord of the Rings. I don't know a lot of Lord of the Rings trilogy, but yeah, I've seen the Star Wars movies. See the pandemic here. No thanks. I've already gone through one. I'm not looking forward to that one again. You have some Turtles Christmas ornaments. Look at this. I mean, they know the value of some of this. $20. You have Michelangelo, Donatello. Look, we have all four. Raphael and Leonardo. Of course, this one's a little bit different, but I think it goes well with the other ones. Of course, you don't get that stand. Yeah, so you have the Turtles base on the bottom. You don't have that one with Leo. So that's 20. What are they asking for? Yeah, see, I don't know about that. Oh, look at this, Peter Venkman. See, there's some good stuff here. You just wondered, you know, people just take their stuff. Hey, you know, want to sell this? You know, they tried the eBay route. They tried, you know, the marketplace, and they just go, I'll go to Half Price Bucks and just see what I get for it. They're asking $9.99. Ooh, and a Batman 66. See, we were talking about that earlier. Come across this one, only $9.99. I don't know if this is considered, is that a QMOM or a Q Pop? Is that the same as the Funko Pop? Is it a competitor? We have Superman, Catwoman, a classic Batman sign, and yeah, there he is. Okay, plenty of Star Trek. We have Deep Space Nine. We have the Next Generation. Ton of Next Generation. Look at Whoopi. Gosh, that was a great show. I just remember watching. There's like a couple different Whoopies here. I remember watching that with my dad. It's just kind of an every night thing. We watch Star Trek The Next Generation. Look at this, number 43 Batman Automobile, $24.99. Let's knock that one over. Look at that catch. Look at this save here by the brick towers. So yeah, let's see this best shot I can get here. This little case. Ooh, and that comic. Can I get in there? Not that clear. Kind of looks like the cartoon The Batman. Wonder if that was what they were going for. And if you're looking for Superman, Spider-Man, Avengers, they're all right here. They have a ton of comics, hardcovers, and then all, look at the Dazzler. All the comics in alphabetical order, separated through character. X-Men, Justice League, Superman. On the Wonder Woman Pop Quiz, unopened, $8.99. Think you know Wonder Woman? Put your knowledge of the Amazonian warrior to the test with this handy deck. Wonder Woman hard copy here, 1941 to 1945. Check this out, Stan Lee, A Life in Comics. I think I found the best spot here, the DC hardcovers here. We have Batman, and an earlier render here. We have Batman and Robin in the Batmobile. We have the another hard cover, $9.99. Yeah, just a ton of, is that Damian Wayne? Right. So this Big Han Solo right here, $29.99. Solo is a hit at half price books. We have some old Game Boys here. We have Dukes of Hazzard, some Super Nintendo, Ken Griffey Jr., Star Fox. Never got into Star Fox, but my favorite Super Nintendo game of all time is the Super Star Wars trilogy, especially Super Empire Strikes Back. I like my Donkey Kong Country too. I don't know if I ever came across American plastic bricks. Look at this. You know, the Lincoln Logs, I couldn't think of that name the other day. Yeah, plastic bricks. Not too bad of a deal for the He-Man, $9.99. I think it's probably, you know, $14.99, $17.99 at stores. Kind of a hard one to find. I love how we can find the retro toys here, like, you know, the bucks we expect at the movies. But to see a lot of this stuff, that's what keeps bringing me back here to check out, because every time it's different. There's always a bunch of great stuff here. The Star Wars. And probably some new ones because they're behind the glass. You're gonna need a staff to open this up. We have Swamp Thing, we have a lot of Marvel, the Invaders, Thane, look at Wolverine. Gotta watch those Christmas ornaments. You're gonna come across that this time of year. A lot of them showing up here already. The Green Arrow, that's from the Arrowverse, maybe the Smallville Arrow. A bunch of Star Trek, look at Mr. Spock. And Deadpool saying smile, you're on camera. Spider-Man is always watching. Thanos, $49.99. We have the Spider-Man Mecha. Look at this. The Avengers, the original Avengers. Look at Iron Man's mask. Now, I did have some of these Garfield glasses. They just don't make them like this. $10. Mr. Spock right here on the trading cards. A couple of the Garfields. Yeah. Just the Flash and Superman. Oh, the race from Justice League. They have a ton of Funko Pop figures here, just right by the exit, by the entrance. I saw some back by the action figures, but yeah, it's crazy how in demand these are. I think everybody needs a Mr. Rogers sweater changing mug. Look at this. Does it change when it gets hot? It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. Won't you be my neighbor? Actually, I just saw someone just moving in, bringing in a box. So a lot of people, it might just be easier to take your belongings here, having a hard time selling it. They take it to half price books and become somebody else's treasure. We saw a lot of good stuff. I was blown away with that nostalgic finds here at half price books. So my plan B is getting a Creamsicle. Almost called it a Dreamsicle again, but we're gonna try to kind of up it up. Worst case scenario, we come back for the Creamsicle. Because I didn't get anything at half price books, I mean, I have an itch to get something. Might have picked up the Batmobile, but it's not here. I guess it just wasn't meant to be, was it? I do have to keep an eye out for Darkseid. Could be showing up at Target, and if he does, he's not going to stick around long, so at least there's another hunt going on. No superpowers, but they do have this new Wolverine. Hey, you can change out his head. Some more Spider-Man, Iron Man, but no McFarlane superpowers, unfortunately. But they do have 3 of the Joker mobiles. Must not be moving well. The Batmobile, I mean, if you were gonna get one, You're getting the Batmobile, right? If you're gonna get two, yeah. I can see a place for the Joker-mobile, but I think it's Batmobile or nothing for me.
Okay, thank you.
And the geese are out, and we're out. Mr. West, we need to eat our dinner before we get a creamsicle in between us. I've been calling it a dreamsicle, but no, it's the official day of creamsicle, but we're gonna eat. What do you got? Got a hot dog. Mr. West has a hot dog tonight. All right, we have a half-pound bacon cheeseburger, order fries, the hot dog for Mr. West. Kelly got, I think, a grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. And
fries. We're gonna eat this. Unfortunately, Oscars, who are known for their custard, we can see it right there, they don't have creamsicle. Like, there's only one place in the area that has a creamsicle flavor. That's why I passed on the actual, you know, popsicle creamsicles we saw at Target. So we're gonna eat here, then go to another custard place. Okay, at a place that does have it, they have the Orange Dream and Red Velvet Oreo, Cops Frozen Custard, actually right across the street, just down the road from our home Best Buy. You can see the blue right there. And of course, 100 reasons to buy a Cops gift card. Yeah, they sure have 100 of them. All right, the orange
Dreamsicle.
Creamsicle. See, I've been calling it a dreamsicle. It's a creamsicle, but they call this the orange dream, I want to say. It's like a cookie. We got a bee flying over here by West. Hit his hot dog. So 2 scoops. What do you think, Kelly?
That's okay. Refreshing.
Wes loves it. Happy Creamsicle Day. Pretty good. Really messy. Dreamsicle, creamsicle, orange delight. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
I have an ice cream headache.
Kelly's got brain freeze.
Yeah, because I'm halfway done with them.
Buff around, find out, picture of Loki, and we didn't plan this. Funny thing is, we're in mine too.